Galera, mais um set aqui, Wes versus Ventankilo. Seguinte, eles são uma dupla, uma das melhores aqui da América do Sul, eles jogam incrivelmente bem. E a gente vai estar vendo como é que eles jogam um contra o outro, né, mano? Eu acho bem interessante quando isso acaba acontecendo, igual teve do Kayna Colores e tal, né? Enfim, e não se esqueça que eu criei um canal novo que tem Brawlhalla também, mas ele é focado em vários jogos diferentes, né? Ele não é focado em um jogo, né? Ele é focado em jogos no geral. Então vai estar no comentário fixado, na descrição e aí no cardzinho. Eu espero que vocês gostem, porque lá tem muita gameplay frenética, tá? É muito bem editadinha, então dá uma olhadinha, por favor, se inscreve lá.
West finding a D-Light side of his own, and then just a clean down just to finish off that stock.
Yeah, very simple for him. Gonna choose to stay on the sword, throwing away his gauntlets.
Man, I mix up all the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, it is sometimes tough to remember like which one is which. Like obviously we know that one is Michelangelo, but sometimes I forget a little bit. Oh, who is Michelangelo on? Who is Raphael? I know Raphael is the side, so he's
I'm
gonna
seeing
be
a sword,
Katars
I'm
for
seeing
sure.
a lightsaber, so I apologize for not paying my full most attention. We have not seen the signature come out quite yet. But, okay, D-Light recovery, not going to be enough to do it off the top quite yet. I feel like that we have seen from Solid again and again, and honestly, it needs it. It does not, well, rather, it does not need to KO off the top with recovery that easily. So, Ventankilo had to work for it, eventually got the stock off, though.
Ooh, nice little side light. Gives him plenty of room to get over, grab those gauntlets. And it's also because, like, for Michelangelo, like, a lot of people play Val, but not a lot of people are playing Michelangelo. There's so many great Val skins that you kind of see everything across the board from a lot of different players.
That's right. Okay, picking up the sword now. What do we got? All right, Ventankilo with just a proper whiff punish there.
Wes is playing really well. You're seeing his sword is a lot faster than, like, Yu's sword. So it'll be interesting if we get to see both of those go up against one another. Oh, Vim, okay. The dodge up gets him there. A simple D-Sig right over the corner in case Vim gets a little bit too hasty and peeks over that corner a little bit
I
more
don't know about that
quickly than he
weapon
should.
toss. I don't know if that was intentional. Wes currently left without a weapon for just a moment. Ventankilo looking for a way to be able to make it back on. Gets hit with the back hit of Downer. Okay, Neutralite comes out. Downer once again. Wes needs that closing hit. The Neutralite is going to be enough to do it off the top. And he is holding on to this stock lead. Excuse me, 2-1 stock lead. Just looking through the next opening. GC side light. GC D light not gonna actually connect. Okay, they're moving around each other. You get the end light. Chase dodge in. Side light back the other direction, just trying to be non-committal and maybe cover a cross up. Side light, end light, good damage. Oh, but Wes, you have put yourself in quite a position off stage.
I don't know if he did, specifically like with the way that Vem reacted, is Vem disengaged. He hit the ejector seat. Like he was back
ready
on stage very quickly because I think he's putting a lot of respect on Wes when he's over on the edge like that.
Oh, they're both just slowing down the pace of the game for just a second. The Downer actually calling out the GC D-Light. What's it gonna be? He goes out there for the recovery. He doesn't actually find it. He put himself off stage, but he still fought his way back on. GC Sidelight facing the stage, and then a fist to the jaw. Ventankilo taking it to last stock, but he has so much damage that he needs to make up.
And he's sticking with the hammer here. Potentially an interesting choice, as I feel like a lot of players, although we have seen a lot of like specifically hammer-focused Bodvars today, is that they would pick up the sword and then what year is it? It's the guy holding up the calendar, except it doesn't say 1984.
Provavelmente vai
like
ser o Fortress of Lions, velho. Não tem.
Yeah.
Mapa com 3 plataformas é muito raro de acontecer. Muito raro.
Okay, well, we need 10.
I just need to relax. It's like
Look back for a
2017,
second.
2018.
Yeah, so, you know, it's interesting. I mean, both of those weapons are just so good at the moment. I'm curious why. Specifically at SA, this is what we're seeing, like, continue to succeed again and again. We saw a bit of that in 24, but going into this next game, again, I don't feel like this was particularly strongly in the lead of Wes in that game one. It feels so doable for Ventankilo still. Wes going to be opting to pick up the gauntlets, which I feel like I know him for quite a bit. Gets in there with the end light, looking for the dash jump neutral. Oh, they're fighting. They're boxing.
Both players giving each other plenty of room. You saw Vim do like a sword player classic where they do the dash jump, but it's like a short hop and they do it into the fast fall and then they neutral air so they can hit essentially a grounded opponent as well as someone who's right above them.
Okay, Wes. Oh my gosh, sliding off stage and looking for it all. Ventankilo not going to be able to get that big of a punish at all. Okay, neutralizing at the same time, fading away from each other. Nobody finds their target. Sidelight is the approach option. And again, they're just looking for the same things. We are seeing the sword ditto.
Yeah, this is two sword players who have a very similar flow chart to one another right now while they're just kind of jumping around in neutral. Looking for one hit after one hit. Nice recovery from Vemtankylo.
Yeah, especially when you're edge guarding Sword, you want to be below as Hammer. Vemtankylo has now given himself just the slightest lead. Gauntlets on hand, so you know what that means. Side lights are going to be an option.
All right, Vem.
D-light
Going for the
light.
D-light, picking up in that like weird area, going for the jump gravity canceled in light.
I guess optimal. with
Typically not
damage
used to
output.
seeing that, but he's also doing it against a very low damage opponent, so that's why he went for it.
Enlight is able to come out. Still not enough to KO off the side. Will West be able to get this edge guard? Again and again, Vemtankylo punishes every single signature attempt. Finally, West is able to get the stock off the top, but Vemtankylo has quite a lead in damage.
It seemed like when they were both recovering on the left side of the stage, they both wanted to be below the other one, but they didn't want to like fade down too close to the blast zone. So West clearly wanted to use Gauntlet neutral air to grab them and throw them back down, but he just couldn't get
West?
low enough without getting too close to that blast zone that it was really dangerous.
West looking for the high recovery, but Vem just ends up dashing onto the stage instead, and he is able to successfully reset neutral, forcing out the dodge. Vemtankylo opting to pick up the weapon instead of continuing this edge guard, gets the D-light into the side, and still not enough to be able to KO, but the held weapon toss might have been a mistake. Vemtankylo lets West back on. He keeps playing so safely. He doesn't want to close out any of these edge guards, and he is paying the price for it, I would say. He got the stock, he's fine.
Wow, okay. Vem gets the KO off of that. That was West being very bold, throwing out a side sig to ride that skateboard over to the right side of the stage. Has the gauntlets. Oh, he actually went for the recovery rather than trying to get below and go for the neutral air.
Yeah, which is surprising. Maybe he was confident it would KO at that point, but I don't think it's the damage for that quite yet. Okay, looking for the D-Sig, not gonna come out that time around.
Nice.
Side light, wait, catch on the dodge, and the recovery, the classic. Able to go ahead and even this up.
Went for the read where Vemtankylo was gonna fade away, not do anything major with like a dodge down or a jump up, but just kind of fade away closer to the blast zone so that West could then like fade after him and then find the recovery.
Oh, Wes going for the recovery, landing with a ground pound like that is so aggressive, but Wes able to find a sider, downer into the GC Enlight as well, keeping it safe, putting himself back onto the stage, just trying to fake out Vemtankylo any chance that he can get. Vem picking up the hammer, and you already know the damage he is able to dish with it.
Man, the like edges of the cone of hitboxes that come out from neutral air and down air. Wes has done such a good job of like floating around and putting that out exactly where it needs to be to still be able to hit someone directly in front of him.
Caraca, essa luta foi tensa, mano. Até fiquei em silêncio
He's
aqui.
able to take the game as well. 615 damage. So it's kind of taking quite a bit here at Lores across the entire game, adding or average.
Reset neutral.
Bora
And I
lá,
have seen
pessoal.
Wes get a-
Sem mudança de picks, como eu
result.
imaginado.
Vem not feeling
Partida, possivelmente partida decisiva aqui pro Wes.
confident in playing it safe.
E mesmo o mapinha também, né, mano? Mapinha clássico já.
Feel like
Bora lá.
he's given up a couple of leads that way.
I think he's giving a lot of respect to Wes. Whether he needs to be giving that
Nossa
much
Senhora.
respect to Wes, I am not skilled enough at the game to answer that question.
Committing off stage to that kind of a ground pound, now he's beginning to disrespect him slightly, but the game just started, he was nice and safe. Downer coming out, looking to get this juggle, not able to catch the landing with the D-light though.
Nice. Nice
Oh,
catch
there we
on the
go.
landing, the D-light into the side air.
He did the classic, which is get close to your opponent, see what they're gonna do next, and then react and punish accordingly instead of swinging immediately. Vem is now playing with some ridiculous momentum behind him. Wes, what an extension with that neutral, just really trying to get every last bit of damage.
Yeah, Vem's definitely playing more confidently now for sure. You can see it in virtually everything he does,
about
except
Wes?
now Wes has a lot of momentum on his side. He's kind of chasing Vem around the stage. We could see Vem maybe slow it down, go back to that. Oh
Caraca.
my gosh!
Get back on, both of you. Okay, that would have been crazy. Wes wanted that sider so badly. They both just boot all of their options at once, but Vemtankylo just a little bit above, made it back on, but not enough in time for Wes. He got that D-light, he got that sider, and he has even up the stocks. I have no idea what switch just flipped in Wes.
It was really patient and really smart of them to continue going up rather than tunnel vision and push towards the stage, because Wes was pushing into him, so they would have ended up running into each other regardless if Vem wanted to take the straight shot back to the stage. But but by going up, he still gives himself enough room to like down air back to the stage and use his movement in the air that doesn't require dodges or anything like that to get over. So I love that choice, even though he did end up losing that stock. He still, of course, has the lead in the long run, but the fact that he went straight up, forcing West to come to him rather than going to West.
Essa sig dói muito quando acerta assim, velho. Nossa senhora.
Leads for himself. The GCD light though into the recovery and Cider. West sweating on the way back down. Tries to lean in with the Cider. Not enough momentum to actually threaten Vem Tranquilo there. Oh god!
Caraca, muito nice.
No!
Agora eu entendi porque na primeira partida ele tentou fazer isso. Porque cabe, tá ligado? Ele fez algo parecido.
Built up, the more potential energy was built up, and Vem, I feel like it was analysis paralysis, and he was like, he's still holding this. Where do I go? Do I go here? I just gotta jump, and then he gets hit.
Vem, you gotta pick this one up. Wes is able to make it back onto the side of the stage. He's being so patient. Vem giving up a little bit of stage. He whiffs the Cider. Wes got a neutral,
Nice.
but the back hit of the Cider
Nice.
comes out,
Caraca.
and the weapon toss
Bora lá.
as well, catching Wes
Quarta
jumping.
partida.
Vem, consecutive
Mano,
3-0.
a cara do Michelangelo com esse taunt fica muito boa, na moral.
A lot of things in that moment. It was him hitting the D-Light and the Cider to send West over onto the right side.
So much more.
Bora lá, segunda de pique, segunda de mapa, let's go.
Two.
Yeah,
really looking
definitely.
like completely new people at this point. I'm loving
Já se inscreveram no canal? Se inscreve no canal, você não.
He is with his extensions as well as his offstage. And Vem Tranquilo, he is fighting West off of him again and again and again. So we have game number
Ele errou aquele combo ali, mas é bem entendível, digamos assim.
able to get it down.
Porque é um combo muito preciso pra você acertar. Downlight,
Nice.
pulo. Não sei se vai X-Dodge ali naquele exato momento.
Coming from Vem.
Mas dá pra fazer sem X-Dodge.
Obviously, Vem
E
is
Downlight GP. Só que é um combo muito específico, muito complicadinho de acertar, tá, gente?
I think he's feeling very confident now, and he knows that, like, even though he only has, like, he hasn't won the set yet, it's not guaranteed for him, but he's definitely feeling more confident in his place in this set and how he can fit into it as he continues this lead.
What a call out, and that is why it is so scary to commit as Gauntlets to the recovery when you are also in a precarious amount of damage yourself. Vem Tranquilo once again picking up this lead, and he keeps going and going and going and juggling Wes, looking to catch that next hit and punishing him in all of that end lag of the Cider. But Wes, with the reversal, with the edge guard, it's actually going to be enough. He doesn't need the final Cider.
He's just going to end up falling into the blast zone there. You saw the sweat beads as he kind of rode that wall down. Still has a nice lead.
Both of them whipped at the same time, and Vem Tranquilo was still ready to swing.
Ooh, nice spot dodge from Wes. Seeing the incoming side air and dodging it. He is at a weapon disadvantage. Almost picked up with that D-Light, but you can just neutralize
jumped again.
so fast. You're exactly right.
Why
Wes
did he jump
jumped
again to
again.
that weapon toss?
So that was an easy high weapon toss for Vem to catch.
Yeah, that one felt like it was avoidable, but you know what? Wes is on his last stock at the moment. Vem Tranquilo, I have to say, I think his Ciders in neutral have been phenomenal. Wes picking up that Ensig, picking up that recovery. Okay, he's looking to make it as difficult as possible. He's calling out that jump, looking for the GCD light.
Oh,
And
Vem!
I like the attempt. I like the
bad,
attempt. All of a
velho.
sudden, Wes has totally evened it up.
Yeah, this is looking dire. Even though they're even, it's tough to say that it looks dire, but the fact that Wes has been able to even it up so much and he's already up 2-1 in the set, this worries me for Vem's confidence.
Oh, Wes slowing it down for just a second here. Vem Tranquilo picking up the hammer. What Wes has been doing, his adaptation, he has been catching Vem jumping again and again. He's been getting in there before Vem can find a Cider of his own. Committing off stage to that neutral might have been a mistake. The D-Light, the Cider, oh my gosh, the recovery trying to set up this juggle.
Yeah, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Wes potentially could run away with it. Nice grab there, finding the neutral air after the dodge. Believe it was a dodge up that came from Wes.
Caraca, levou. Seguinte, pessoal, vai ter mais partidas do Campeonato da América do Sul aqui no canal, então se inscreve pra estar sempre acompanhando, tá bom? Um grande beijo, pessoal, até o próximo vídeo, tchau, tchau.